Welcome to the Port City, Mobile, Alabama, home to the South Alabama Jaguars at Hancock Whitney Stadium, and we have been fired up about this match all week. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the South Alabama Jaguars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Jaguars will put total leather to crank us up. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Catch in the middle, it's Blackburn. Oh, he's got some, he smashes his way through again. At the 20, 10, slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford!
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
And the extra point is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Motion from the wide receiver. The give out of the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Makes the grab. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Quickly out to the tight end. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive numbers.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Jaguars have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Jaguars come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Not a chance. Missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Stanford, 7. South Alabama, 0.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Jackson gonna throw it. And they can't make the connection.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. This time it's complete.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Caught over the middle. It's Hall. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He makes the grab. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Jackson will throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Gets away from one. He's got space. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll move the tight end. Try to get it to the edge. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Already 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Puts it out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. It's just
touchdown Jaguars! Special teams proving to be special. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Jaguars really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The Jaguars will call on their punt team. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Jackson gonna throw it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Reels it in down the left side. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Stanford quickly to the line.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow...
Turning it on! And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Gain of 19 on the play.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now have moved it out and putting a drive together. Jackson will throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make the play.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now have moved it out and putting a drive together. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They're going to run it. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinal! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
South Alabama, 7.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Working that left side. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Jaguars come to the line in the hurry-up. Motion from the back. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
The kick is on its way. Fair catch will be made just inside his own 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Jackson gonna throw it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Finds his tight end. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on second and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield very late in the half. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. He uncorks one deep and is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying.
He wants to go deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Fires to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And that's why that guy plays DB and not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on a third down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick 6.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stanford will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Jaguars will take over 1st and 10.
Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give to Davis. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. The Jaguars are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Davis. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it a receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. And you can tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Leaves it with the back.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
The Jaguars now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Back open in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
4th and 1, turn around, hand it off to your bell cow running back, and let him go move the sticks. Great job.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now on 2nd and goal.
Come on, set. Ready, go.
Hand off to the fullback. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Brings up
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pollock.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Alabama. The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Get set, get set.
Here's the give off the left side. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
at the 38.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Jackson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. The quick out. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Trying to turn the corner on the right.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Caught close to the marker. It's 4. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Stanford going back to work with another first down.
Green 25.
On the option. Now the toss. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Pulls it in. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
And they get the 3rd down stop. What a play by this defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. Pulls it in. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Using the quick game.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Let's send the tight end in motion. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Timeout, Stanford.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Touchdown, Jaguars! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs, impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. San Diego State is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up 14 over Nevada. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
13.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Stanford wants to push the pace.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Pressure coming. Makes the grab. It's Ford. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down.
Let's go.
Jackson gonna throw it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Lets it fly deep downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Pulls it in. It's Hall. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
First down for the offense.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna sling it on second down. Gets it out fast. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Sends it back in motion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Stanford! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Number 85.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Brings it down on the right side. Touchdown, South Alabama! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with the QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Jackson will throw. On the run, still looking. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Complete to the left. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. Looking to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to get it in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Cardinal! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Number 87.
And what a job by the offense, coming up with a huge play when they absolutely had to have it the most. There are virtually seconds left on the clock right now. Big-time players making big plays in big games to close this thing out.
South Alabama, 28.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the... There he goes! They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going, but now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.